Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is February 1st, 2025. The Royal Rumble just went off the air. Billy TKO, Ango. Holy shit.
What the fuck, man?
Well, everybody's predictions were wrong.
Nobody got that right.
Everybody.
I take that back. I know one person who texted me today that said Jey Uso was going to win. I did not believe the words that came out of his mouth, but he does have the text to prove it. One person.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's right, guys. Jey Uso won the WWE Royal Rumble, and we are live. We're going to talk about the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. We're going to talk about the matches, the eliminations, the surprises. WWE had an announcement today. Holy shit. I didn't expect this, man.
No, I did not either. I don't know what's going on.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, that was for sure something. Lot of questions coming out of this Royal Rumble, no doubt.
Definitely a lot of questions. We're going to talk about all that stuff. We are live on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So shout out to everybody who is watching us tonight. As always, when we do live streams, we like to engage with the chat. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to have a ton of crazy opinions. If you guys want them read on the stream, feel free to drop a super chat. It guarantees that your questions and comments will be responded to. Members on the channel also get the highest priority. So just keep that in mind. Holy shit, dude. We got Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair wins the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
DIY. They retain against Motor City Machine Guns. Kevin Owens and John Cena have an iconic ladder match.
Oh my goodness.
But we get Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, and then what's actually even more insane was how many stories were told in the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I definitely didn't expect that. Holy shit, dude. Billy, give me your just like initial reaction. Like, what are you thinking?
So, okay. Number one, all biases aside, dude, Jey Uso winning, unpredictability exists again in pro wrestling. So, no matter what, I'm not mad at that. I am so happy that Jey Uso won. Now, of course, we sit here and we talk about pro wrestling and we analyze it and stuff like that. There's a lot of questions that I have for just what is to come with WrestleMania and what does it look like. So immediate reaction is like, wow, Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. Main question is does that mean something right now?
Well, what do you want to know? Ask your questions. Like, what do you mean? One
thing that I noticed, maybe I missed it because maybe I was running down here really fast, but Jey Uso did not point at the sign.
Okay.
He did his yeet, there's just so many questions, man. There's so many, like, if Jey is going to main event WrestleMania with Gunther, we still obviously have the Elimination Chamber, but it's like, it just seems so unpredictable right now.
Well, I think the first thing I have to say, right, when you watch this Royal Rumble and you see Jey Uso winning, they did a phenomenal job of producing this match in a way where you would have never seen it coming, because the final three was John Cena, Logan Paul, and Jey Uso.
Okay, people are saying that he did point at the sign. Okay, thank you, guys.
So here's the thing, right? You got to think of how we got there. Look at what WWE did tonight as far as the eliminations. They did this in the women's match and they did this in the men's match, but the final was different, right? So in the women's match, Nia Jax took out 6 women, and then it seemed like a very predictable final 3 with Roxanne, Charlotte, and Nia.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was very telling that Charlotte was probably winning the match, right?
Right, for sure.
With all the stuff that happened outside of the ring with CM Punk and Seth and Logan Paul and everything that happened right there, everybody probably thought, okay, this is John Cena's win. And that's where WWE shocked everybody and had Jey Uso win. So the thing is, when we think about WrestleMania and going into WrestleMania, they already laid out the roadmap.
For sure. For sure. There's a lot of stories that were told regardless.
What I loved about it, though, was that they're intertwined. The Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns thing, we're going back in time again with these guys. So if they want, we can have a Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns WrestleMania match. But then what happened with Punk and Roman, and then Punk walking away from
Paul Heyman? Yeah.
We didn't get the favor, right? So WWE did something really exceptional today where they have done all of this storytelling. I don't even know if WWE knows their plans for WrestleMania, except 1000% Jey Uso is going to main event WrestleMania.
No matter what we think, that guy is going to main event WrestleMania.
Or do they have the women main event this year?
I think, personally, I think you can have, there's 2 nights.
Yeah.
So I think you can have Jey main event night 1. I think to live up to the moniker and everything along those lines, there's no better time. You know what I mean? I mean, this guy is, no matter what we sit here and think, like, this guy is over.
He is.
And there's no denying that. I almost feel wrong for even leaving him out of a conversation now. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I feel like nobody had this in their bingo card.
That's what I love the most.
And that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
So that I can get behind, because they didn't answer any of the stories that we thought they would answer. They didn't really, they kind of set it up, but they didn't answer those actual questions that we had, and instead gave us a wonderful moment.
So the thing is, in a way, they kind of did give us some of those answers, right? With the Royal Rumble, for example, having Logan Paul and John Cena, that could be the WrestleMania match, right?
For sure.
Obviously, you have to consider Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre now. So that's something that's there on the table. I think there's a lot of answers. It's in front of us. I think WWE is putting it in front of our eyes, Billy. But the problem is, I think a lot of people are having a hard time deciphering which way they're going to go.
Yeah.
Because for the first time, WWE is actually messing with people, and they're kind of not making it as predictable. They're throwing it out there. They're showing you, especially when you look at the Rollins, Roman, and Punk situation, they're kind of throwing it in your face. But what if Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble and he doesn't choose Gunther?
Yeah, there's also that.
You know, that could always be a possibility too, right? Like, there's a lot of avenues they can go. I think that's what makes this such a great moment, is that WWE, we knew the men's Rumble was very unpredictable, and I think me and you both had some really fun predictions, right?
For sure.
The Rock coming out at number 31, being the executive, you know, the Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa fantasy booking. It sounds fun, and it sounds cool, and it sounds reasonable, right?
Yeah.
And of course, with you talking about CM Punk winning, all of these things in my mind were like, oh, this can happen.
Yeah, they make sense.
So WWE did the thing that I love most about professional wrestling, and it caught me off guard. I thought for sure when I saw Jey Uso and John Cena, I thought for sure that was John Cena's win.
Yeah, so did I.
Very crazy.
I'm not going to lie, it feels like a fever dream.